Good day, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Fairway Fit Golf Podcast, where two friends get together to talk about how we are trying to look good, feel good, and play good. Let's go. All right, welcome back, Fairway Fit fans. Episode 6 of Season 3. And probably one of the best golf weeks in a while. We had the Masters just came to a close. Shout out, congrats to Rory McIlroy for winning back-to-back majors. Greg, did you catch any of the Masters?
I did. I actually rewatched the final round last night again.
Wow.
So that was when I basically kind of didn't catch it thoroughly. I listened to some stuff on the way home from Delaware. But then I went home and actually watched it and watched him just kind of very, like, I don't know if we've had one of those where, the kind of ending has been drastic like that for a long time.
Same as last year. He bogeyed 18 to go to a playoff. So,
but at the same time, I think basically
the biggest collapse, I guess, was 2015 when Spieth had a 4-shot lead going in the back and lost.
Yeah.
McIlroy had a 6-shot lead and was 3 back on 7 or 8 today. Was 3 back from the leader.
Yeah.
I think it was before the turn. I know that, or before to the second 9, because we know we can't. It's not the back.
I did think that Scotty was going to make a run. I did. Yeah. I was kind of hoping Scotty would make a run and make it interesting, but
when you're 11 over on the weekend, 11 under on the weekend alone, he's the first guy to ever go 11 under on the weekend, and he did not win. And only had 5 over par holes in 72 holes.
It's pretty good.
And he lost. Yeah. They said he only had 4 birdies on the whole.
It's kind of like your majors from last year.
He only had 4 birdies on the back 9 or the second 9 the whole week.
I think what really did him in was he just wasn't dropping any putts on Sunday. Like those, he kept 6
under or 4.
I know, but I think that he would have. I think that he would have made a run if he was making some of those longer putts that he usually does. He burned the edge. He burned the edge on probably 4 or 5 putts.
17 was the bad one, and then he parred. He only played the back, the par 5s and like 4 or 5 under on the whole week, and Roy played them at 11 under or something like that in the whole week. So that was big. The 2 par 5s on the second 9 got him really big. I listened to No Laying Ups today, and they were all about it. It really was. It's going to go down in that he was basically 5 holes from winning by almost 10 shots. It was that big of a difference. So, but no, shout out to Roy.
I didn't shout out the local boy, man.
Yeah, where did he end up finishing, Michael Brennan?
I think he was
20th going into the weekend.
He was 20th going into the weekend. I think he was 21st going into Sunday.
Okay,
if I remember correctly. And then I didn't check.
Yeah, I didn't see
where he ended up finishing.
He didn't get much TV time. I know that.
No. When you got a couple people. When you got,
it was interesting.
Sergio Garcia breaking his clubs.
Although we did get a lot of Matsuyama on the broadcast there at the end, because I watched a lot of the replay. I did not watch anything live, but on the replay, a lot of Matsuyama who wasn't really in it to get as much TV time as he had. I don't really know where that was coming. A little Brian Harmon splotted in here or there. I think they misplaced Scotty for about 4 holes on the back. They didn't even know where he was, but coverage got a little bit crazy. But man, looked awesome down there. Looked gorgeous down there. Still on the bucket list to one day get down there.
Yes.
But real quick, before we get into the episode, if you are in the Leesburg area, remember, and you love golf, and you need to check out the back 9 of Leesburg. The place is built for golfers. It is so close to being up. The screens are up. The machines are rolling. They're taking full advantage of the Full Swing Pro 2.0 simulators, a putt view putting green. It's the kind of shot data that everybody needs to improve their game. If you want to grind, if you want to match with the buddies, or just want to play a quick round of anywhere in the world, at any time in the world, since it is
24/7.
24/7, You don't have to worry about the weather. You don't have to worry about tee times. Just get there. They are accepting founding memberships. Looking forward to their grand opening, which will be out shortly. So make sure to look at or check out, make sure to check out theback9.com/Leesburg-Virginia, or give them a look on Instagram where they are at B9 Golf Leesburg. Looking forward to them opening. While you're checking them out, make sure to check out our website as well too at Fairway Fit Golf. Not only for our information about our podcast, but also about our gear that has dropped. Our Master Collection, first time running out Masters Collection is still live right now and probably will be for about the next 2 weeks. So make sure to check out our Masters gear at fairwayfitgolf.com. So we're going to talk about major number one. Right before we played our major number one, which would have been on the Friday of the Masters, we did get together the night before and just talk about the way we were feeling. So let's go ahead and cut to our Thursday night intro right now. Greg, the night before major
Christmas. No, better than Christmas.
Better than Christmas.
Major number one. Major number one.
Number one. Great day. Great 2 days. Masters is on. Masters week, as we talked before. Incredible to watch a lot of that today. Definitely was all over.
My man is struggling though.
Yes, he is. Actually, where was he?
My pick, it's kind of sad to say, but like my pick to win finished. He's tied for 73rd at +6.
Ouch. I bet nobody saw that coming. It's amazing how nice the conditions look, and they're saying how hard the golf course is right now, and it's just going to get faster and firmer, which...
I mean, I saw somebody say that basically from Wednesday to Thursday, it goes from like Augusta conditions to Masters conditions.
Oh boy.
Like literally overnight. Like there is a distinct change. I saw some guy that said like basically you can play it and practice on it all you want throughout those practice days, but it changes from Augusta conditions to Masters conditions on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We are going to have our Masters, major number one, or Masters, whatever we want to call it, starting tomorrow. And we are getting together tomorrow morning, less than about 12 hours from now, probably headed up to the golf course. We're going to end up playing right here at Stoneleigh. So little advantage to myself since it's one of my home courses. Or I guess my only home course, not one.
I was about to say one of. Did you join another one?
No, my home course, but where I play a lot of my rounds. But you've played quite a bit there in the last couple of years as well too. So it's nothing out of the norm for both of us. But how has your prep been going the last couple of days?
Tell you what, I did not get a range session. It's been a crazy week of work. It's been a crazy time at home. I guess I can't really say home. I still don't have a home yet. But basically the best I've gotten is a lot of mobility, a lot of like exercises that mimic swing and my good old click stick in the gymnasium or in the weight room. So my plan is to get there a little early.
You're winning the mental game. You're winning.
I do have to drop the kids off early, but I do want to get there and hit some real balls and see some ball flight for a little bit. And you never know. Maybe I get there an hour early and I do a tips from the pro full practice session. But we'll see. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning early. I'm gonna go to the rec center here. And work out and stretch out and limber up and then get home, showered, feed the kids breakfast, drop them off at school, and then head out that way. So my plan is to get out that way right around 9:30-ish.
There you go. Well, I'll be up there probably about the same time. Probably leave my house at 9:30, so get there about 9:34. 34. It's about 4. I could probably get there at 9:32 if I walked, but since I drive, it will be an extra 2 minutes to get there. But
you won't get a scooter.
We've actually been working on Pops wants to give us the golf cart, and we would just do that and then jump on their carts when we use carts or just walk.
Why don't you just wrap it? Wrap it to make it look like honestly, it, and then nobody would know the difference.
They're getting new ones up here and pretty soon, so we would definitely stand out with the new ones. So can't really do that, but no, my week's been I did get a range session yesterday, and again, got a little bit of the advantage. My two like to play, so we actually schedule practice sessions just like we would if we were on a basketball team or a baseball team.
Well, you kind of got to with your guys' schedule.
Yeah, I mean it's unbelievable. 3 kids were on. If you count golf teams, which I guess is an individual team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams right now. I think 8, maybe it's 8 teams right now, and I'm coaching half of them, which makes it a little bit even more draining on me. But for those that say that I'm really gonna miss it in 10 years when they're gone, I will have to wait for 10 years to tell you that.
10. I mean, you ain't gonna coach them in high school. You'll be done by that. You'll just be dad in the stands.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If you want things done well, sometimes you gotta do them yourself, and that makes it a little bit harder. But no, it was fun. Busy night tonight. But I did get over there yesterday. I hit some, and then I actually worked with my little guy on his putting stroke more than actually putted. But I did kind of hit it around a little bit on the greens too. So I had a little bit of a tricky. Had a kind of a crick in the neck, stiff neck. I don't want to say it was a pinched nerve. On Tuesday, it kind of just spasmed on me driving into work at 5:45 in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. Don't know where it came from. It was a tough day. When I got home, I had to throw batting practice for my little guy's warm up. So honestly, that might have been the best thing because it wasn't a choice not to, right? I mean, at school, I could choose to be what type of teacher I want to be. Sometimes I just kind of sit back. That was a day, but I fought through it, loosened it up. Good medicine helps out. Wednesday, it was still stiff, but not nearly as bad. But when I hit balls, I didn't really feel anything. Got some stiffness today, but I don't think I'm going to definitely be hurting by any means tomorrow. I will say during the day on Tuesday, it was an iffy, like, man, do I have to withdraw from our first major number 1 and pull out of the tournament? But
that would be a fairway fit first.
Yeah. If it will,
I can see the post now. Brad withdraws from major number 1 due to neck pain. I mean, that's Tiger-esque.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Your body tells you things and you got to listen to it. But
you didn't flip a car, did you, on the way to work?
No.
No? Okay. Fair enough.
I wasn't looking at my phone driving 80 miles an hour to 35, but no. So kind of worked that way through. I did a lot more cardio more this week. I actually did run, even though my neck was a little bit stiff, and did a lot of mobility myself as well. I wanted to work out, and I kind of got to the Thursday, Friday where well, if I work out now and it's been a week, I might get sore, and I didn't want to just have that for Friday, but feel pretty good. I mean, can't complain. I mean,
I'm just doing easy runs this week.
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually pushed the mileage a little bit this week.
No, I kept the mileage.
You got yours. I pushed.
If I'm going to do 13.1 on Sunday, I'm not pushing the miles this week.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I'll just, longest I've ran training for it is about 5, so I'll just gut out the 8.1 afterwards. So
and there's an end, and once you start it, you got to get there, right?
And it's supposedly, from somebody that's ran it before, said it's the flattest course ever. So that's what kind of gets me.
I mean, obviously I've been running a lot the last couple of years. This year's been down a little bit, but still mileage down, not attempts to run down.
Right.
Running. I don't know if flat's the best. I don't mind
downhill. Well, downhill would be good, but I mean, uphill and downhill, I don't know about that.
With you. I hate downhill because I feel like you get going or you try to hold it back a little bit, and I feel like it pounds the knees more downhill. I just like little rolling hills where you like kind of, once I get sick of going uphill, I'm going to go downhill for a little bit. Then I'm going to go down. So if I could set my own little track, I think that would be the best. But obviously, they don't ask my opinion before they set up these races very much. So
it's true.
But golf wise, I think, I don't know. Going to go out there and hit the ball, hopefully find it and hit it again, and hit it on the middle of the greens. The greens were punched over a week ago. No, I'm saying they were punched actually a couple weeks ago, so they should be pretty close to being back in really good shape. I'm assuming they probably rolled them and cut them, and if they did that, I don't think there'll be any issues with that. But yeah, pretty excited. don't really know what to expect.
I will have to roll some putts because I remember last time I was there, I didn't roll any putts before I went out there, and I struggled judging speed all day. So
Yeah, it unfortunately the practice green and the real greens aren't always that similar. I always feel like the practice green's a little bit faster, but then again, it falls on whatever day they're cutting whatever green. Like I don't know their schedule quite yet because of the weird weather. I mean, we had some cold mornings, so they probably couldn't get on the machines
yeah,
on the greens very early, but maybe if they got to them late, which is always harder, obviously, when the coursers got more activity on the course. We'll see. But I had a good talk with their superintendent. It's nice when I play golf with the superintendent and then they start talking and I can put my 2 cents in because I cut grass and took care of fields for a while too. So I kind of feel like I know what I'm talking to for about 30 seconds and then just listen the rest of the time. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Is this Bermuda overseas rye or?
But it is actually. So I'm actually knew that one.
Okay,
Let's go. You'll see they've been working hard on the new driving range area.
Like
they want to
tomorrow, I get to go mow my lawn for the first time, and I haven't even lived there yet.
Oh boy. Once you cut it, it doesn't stop growing. So be ready for that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Be ready for that. So, but yeah, major number 1 tomorrow. Excited to get it done. We'll try to be on some recordings throughout the day, and then of course, obviously, we will let everybody know as this is just an intro to our next episode, and we will be back to let us know how I take major number 1.
That's
Maybe
it's a bold prediction, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him. Just remember that you know exactly what your handicap's going to be on that course. Mine might be inflated a little bit.
I'm telling you, it's not. USGA changed all the ratings. You're going to be like a 12. If you're at 11, you're going to be a 12 or maybe a 13. It's not going to be like 5 shots.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. I'll take.
And I'm going to be at 9.
shots,
I'm going to be at 9
shots.
tomorrow. Just going to
BS.
I'm just going to play as a 9 tomorrow. But yeah, no, we'll figure it out. Bright and early tomorrow, we'll be up at the range, getting ourselves loose, ready to go. Maybe get a little check-in right before our round. But looking forward to it. Major number 1, major season starts. Day number 2 of the Masters. We'll have that on as well too. We'll be excited to watch as we are playing, and we'll go from there. See you tomorrow, Greg. All right. So that was our intro from the night before the Masters. But let's go ahead and recap going into what we did. I'm sorry, going into the major, not the Masters. Going into the major number 1.
I wish.
We did get set up here at Stoneleigh, right next door. I couldn't ask for better weather. I thought the weather was phenomenal. I thought the course was in good shape. By all means, was not pristine. Still coming off a little bit of their aeration on the greens, and then the fairways were punched. But I didn't really think that came into play. I mean, we usually roll it in the fairway. And any time of the course is struggling a little bit, we always roll it in the fairway anyway, which made it a little bit easy just to make sure we roll. And I didn't, even though I don't think I ever felt like I was in a plug by any means. And if I was, it wasn't really like it was that big of a deal. So,
I didn't find the fairway that much. So, I mean,
I did not either.
Wasn't that big of a deal.
So we did get a good tee time, teed off about 10 o'clock, played fairly quick. We did have a little bit of a hold up, but in all honesty, for the weather, I didn't mind being out there even a little longer if we wanted to be. Got a good little warm up in. I think both of us hit quite a few balls. Not quite as early as we tried to get there. We planned on getting there, but we were rocking and rolling. We were looking good. We were feeling good. The play was okay. The scores a little lopsided. But let's go ahead and recap. So we're going to jump right in, Greg. We're going to jump right into your front 9. And then we'll go ahead and recap my front 9. Just going to hit our basics or anything exciting that you felt like happened for you. So take it away.
I think the most exciting thing ever was on the front 9, at least, was unfortunately hole number 2, where I lipped out a birdie putt and made a tap in par. Got lucky, a little bit lucky with a wayward 3-wood off the tee and landed up on that hill, and then just, caught a good wedge that put it into the bowl. But other than that, I those big numbers creeped up on me and didn't do me very good service throughout the front nine. I shot a 50 on the front nine with 22 putts. Was only 1 for 7 of fairways and 22% greens, and I had 3 penalties. So that's what was
Were the penalties
bad.
lost balls or just bunkers? I couldn't remember.
Well, technically 3 shots worth of penalties. I was
Okay.
on 5. I was OB,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I had to drop a ball on another one. So another shot in
No.
that.
Oh,
So
did you drop 2 on 5? Is that what it was?
yes, because I was
Went
OB
left
off
and
the
went right.
tee, and then I went for the green, and we couldn't find it up there, like,
Yeah.
as
It,
far
it
as
goes it gets short over there on the right side. Yeah, so you said you had a 50, is that what you were saying? All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
50.
I would say it was a little bit of, people who've listened to us for about 3 years now, it's a little bit of a rinse and repeat for you. I feel like you are prepared. I think you try to get yourself in the right spot, but the execution was not quite there. I scored a lot better on the front than I hit the ball. I had some good breaks. I did shoot a 38, which score wise, like I said, I don't think I deserve necessarily a 38, except that I actually chipped the ball pretty well. Even though my numbers aren't going to look pretty well, I chipped the ball pretty well. I did have a birdie on a par 5, on number 5, and then I did have 3 bogeys, and 2 of the 3 bogeys were double chips.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you I chipped the ball well because on those double chips, the second chips were able to get me to either tap ins or 3-footers that I quickly rolled in with no stress. So yes, I didn't get up and down, but I did get up and down as the
Yes.
same time,
Yes.
if that makes sense. So, um, wasn't really upset. Again, I didn't hit any fairways. I was 1 of 7, and if you remember the one I hit, I actually hit a tree and kicked it back into the fairway. So got lucky there. And I actually only hit 3
Members bounce.
members. I only hit 3 of 9 greens. And then I do think not really a highlight, but my worst shot is I had an easy 70-yard wedge shot on 7 and just chunked it right into the bunker, and that led to one of my bogeys as well too. So, only had 13 putts, but I don't necessarily sit there and remember that I made a lot of big putts. I was able to 2-putt. I lagged it really well on 8. No, that was 9. Lagged it really well on 9. On 8, I actually did not. I mean, I was off the green, but I putted it up close. That's why one time I got up and down. But I lag putted very well to where they were just tap ins or gimmies for me. So that did give me a little bit of a lead. I was
A
up.
little bit.
I was up 4 after 9 holes. Like I said, even though you shot a 50, I still think you didn't hit the ball all that bad. You didn't get the ball in the hole.
Yeah.
Putting was,
I think putting killed me. I think I got like we kind of talked after the match, but basically I think putting just got in my head where like I was like, all right, I was like, I can't tell if it's fast or slow, and then like it was one of those things where I just which usually I do have a lot of confidence in my putting. Like I think throughout the day I just lacked that confidence of just, all right, let's go after the hole. Or I was like, oh, I want to leave it a little bit short. I don't want to blow it by the hole. And then next thing you know, I'm leaving it way short, or
yeah.
I'm,
How many do you have
going,
any 3 putts on the front?
probably, yes. I think 100%. I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 3-putts to include 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Cause I bogeyed from, because we were both sitting pretty far from the green. Unfortunately, you lagged it up there perfectly for a 2-putt on 9, and I once again, after watching you hit your putt, that was just as far as mine. I left it halfway.
Yeah, I mean, Stoneleigh, there is a little bit of my advantage. I do know I've been in those spots many
Yeah,
times. It's not like it's the first time, and I don't hit it. We're not pros. We're trying to get better as it is, and it's not like we're hitting it to 10 feet. So I've had those 30, 40 foot lag putts that I kind of know a little nuances. Not that I think they were all that tricky for you as well too, but your putting was a little off. The greens they didn't look great, but I actually thought it rolled okay until you did find one of those grooves and it just
Yeah.
pinballed it around a little bit and it kills your speed. And then if on those greens, if you don't have the right speed, you're falling off short, it's going to roll out 3 extra feet opposed to being up there closer to the pin. So I did hear a really good stat or read a really good stat this week. And I'm going to ask you this question. So in a tour player, 20-foot putts, 20 foot or more putts, how many putts from 20 feet or more do you think they make on average in a round over the course of 4 days? So you're not looking for a percentage, like how many putts per round of 20 feet or plus do you think they make in over a course of 4 days? So it's averaged out over the 4 days, obviously.
I'm just going to throw my son's favorite number out, 4.
4. So it's 1 point.
Oh, wow. Half
1.8.
that. Basically half
So they are trying to make 1 to 2 putts, basically 2, right? They're trying to make 2. They usually make 1. Let's put it that way.
Right.
1 to 2 putts of 20 feet or more in a round. How many times have you stood over a 20-foot plus putt and tried to make it and almost expected yourself to make it? Probably more than once.
80%.
80%. So and the point of the stat obviously was lag putting. I mean,
Yeah.
the pros, although they're going to sit there and tell you that their intent is to make the putt, it's not. It's the 2 putt. It's to guarantee the easy 2 putt. Now, I thought about that stat a lot today, and one thing that did come to my mind is how many times in a round do you think they have 20 plus putts? Now, we probably have 20 plus putts.
Yes, we have it way more than they do.
Let's say there's 18 holes, so maybe 16 times we have 20 plus putts. First putts, obviously first putts. Or second putts. I mean, I've 4 putted holes before. So
I had 11. I had 11 out of 18 holes.
Okay.
I had over 20 feet.
I had over 20 feet. So yeah, I mean, so obviously but that's even more impressive that they actually make it. So let's just say they have 6 or 7, and then they will, they're trying to make 2 of those. We're going to have 11 to 13 of them, and we're really how many we're going to make? Maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Because I didn't have any. Did you make any from 20 plus feet?
17, but I was technically on the fringe.
That's true. So you made 1.
Yeah,
give it up. 1. So, I mean, out of both of us, we made 1. So I just thought it was interesting because, obviously my little guy in short game is huge. And then my daughter in short game, we talk about short game. They just want to go hit balls. And it's like, I understand, but short game. Learn the short game now. I mean, we never learned short game, right? We always, always tried to hit the golf ball.
That's why people always say work from green backwards.
Yeah.
Like when you're training to play golf now, they start at the green and work your way back. But
I think understanding.
Obviously when we were there, like growing up, I mean, Woody's was just the time to break out your driver and hit 90 balls as far as you could.
Well, Woody's had a grass driving range. I wasn't going there to putt. I mean, if I wanted to go for a putt, I would have gone to the putt course. But no, I mean, I think for me, it's understanding short game a little bit more. And I think when people think about going to practice short game, they're looking to chip every putt to 3 feet. Well, I mean, chip every shot to 3 feet. You're not going to do that, right? So you need to understand that when you chip a shot, if you're inside 6 or 8 feet, that could have been a very, very good chip, depending on pin placement and everything. And then being able to make that 5 or 6 foot putt is part of short. Where lag putting is part of short game. I mean, although it's putting, let's be honest, I think there's too many times. And I really liked the analogy of trying to putt to a bucket or putt to a gallon drum, because if I can putt to that area and leave me that 3-footer, I'm going to have those 2 putts. and I only had 13 putts on the front, which everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's great. That's great. Well, I didn't hit every green and had 13 putts. I missed a lot of greens and had 13 putts. And being able to do that, I still was able to shoot a 38. And so,
Right.
like, I got to realize I'm not going to roll in 25. You're not going to have 25, 30 putts all the time. You're going to have 30 to 36 putts. We flip it to the backside.
My number is under 33. That's what I always go for.
Yeah. You were a little higher last time. I saw that.
Little bit
the
higher.
over number. But like on the back, if we're jumping to the back here, I actually hit 7 greens and I had 4 more putts than I did. So my ball striking improved and my putting went up because I'm hitting the green. Again, we're not hitting it to 10 feet. We're not hitting it to 3 feet. We're hitting it to 35, 40 feet and being able to putt. It was huge. I mean, just the lag putting was huge. So, but on the flip side, like I said, we're talking about the back.
All right, through 9 holes. Got a little bit of a lead. We haven't really done many check-ins. Beautiful day. Got the Masters playing right here with us. Making the turn. I got a 4-up lead. Kind of just putting along great. A little bit. Had a couple bad holes here, but looking to turn things around, and hopefully we'll check in here before we get done.
Got very fortunate. I was able to close out the match a little bit early, and we'll get into that in a second. But if you looked at my numbers, I shot a 37 on the back. Ended up bogeying 10 and 11. 10, I 3-putted. 11, I got a pretty bad break off the 3. But it was kind of like number 2, I hit the tree and hit the fairway. On number 11, I hit the wall, but it was a dead straight ball and kicked me backwards to where instead of having an 8-iron in, I now had 6-iron in, missed the green, 2-putted there. So made 2 bogeys, but I did turn around and hit a nice little 8-iron on that par 3. Probably one of my better shots ever on that hole, to be honest. I actually have lipped out from the tee box on that hole. But I don't remember. I'm assuming I made that putt. I don't remember it going too far away, but I do on overall 8-iron. That was probably one of my better shots because that was into the wind. It was a golf shot, let's per se, not just
if you sidetrack. If you had to pick one par 3 to have a hole in one in on Stoneleigh, what would it be?
So I think 16 is your par 3 hole is more of your birdie hole because if you play it off the slope,
No. But which one would you want to have a hole in one
on? I mean, if I had it on 6, all the people in the cars would see me. So I guess that's a bonus. They'd see me running to the hole. 4, I would like to burn and never play again.
4 would be a tough run, I would say.
No, 4 would be a tough run. 4 would be a tough run. No, I guess obviously it would have to be on 13. I mean, that's just it is a prettier tee ball. Tee box plays down. And that was the birdie. That was the hole in one spot if I had, but I was on the right of the green. I needed to be on the left.
Yeah.
Look back. But 16, I always think 16 when it's a front pin or a right pin, it's your hole in one pin.
Yeah.
We had 16 back, which was not a hole in one pin.
No.
Not even close. But again, I still struggled fairways. Overall, I only hit 4 fairways on the day. I did end up, obviously, like I said, I ended up with 10 greens, which is about where I want to be, 10 or 11 greens. And then I did only end up with 30 putts, which it's lower than what I like. I like 32 or below. It's kind of like my range. So, again, I don't think I struck the ball all that well, but I scored. I put the ball in the hole. If you remember talking about my round before, I thought I hit the ball well and didn't put the ball in the hole. So if I could just put those together, it could be really nice one day.
Yeah.
So, but you did a little bit better on the back. Talk to us.
I would say it was more consistently bad, but not huge numbers. I would say I shot a 48 on the back, 21 putts. Not good at all. Another 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 holes with 3 putts on.
So you had 8 3-putts in the whole round?
Yeah.
There's 8 shots. There's 8 shots right there.
Exactly. 2 of 7 fairways. And what was funny was and the thing was I was hitting more greens. I hit 4 of 9 on the back, which, ain't
That's
nothing to
solid.
ride home. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
to ride home about, but at the same time, much better than the front. I only had 1 drop on the back, which was 14 when I just dead
Yep.
straight a 3 hybrid there.
Well, that
had to
started
drop.
because the T-ball, though. That was a bad
Yes.
T-ball that led to that. You tried to
You know,
play. You had to hear, and honestly, 14 was the match.
Right.
It was Dormy. No, it wasn't Dormy.
Yeah.
No, it was Dormy.
No, we were dormy then.
We were Dormy on 14. So you either had to half the hole or we had to win the hole. So you kind of had to force yourself into that one.
But I mean, I think I was relatively smart with club choice. I wasn't forcing driver. I wasn't trying to really force anything when it came to it. But like, I think I struck the ball well, just in the wrong directions a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I think I'm still got to work on club face control and swing path. And one of the biggest things, kind of like how we talked about afterwards, was like, I think I really need to focus on alignment. When moving forward, especially when it comes to like, I don't know how I can kind of practice alignment more so on the range than I do now, but at the same time, it's more so like on course alignment. Like I feel like that's where I struggle the most.
So I had somebody on court again. I'm right there with you. I think you didn't get a chance to hit balls in a couple of weeks, which it's, and I don't want to say rinse and repeat again because I said it earlier, but for 3 years now, I mean, we've told you need to play more. I mean, that's to get where you want to be. You've got to put the time in, and I know you're busy right now, so hopefully the direction it just gets better for you. But one guy told me something before, and I actually do this a lot on the range. Is I'll put a target in front of my ball, like 3 feet in front. I'll either put another ball, put a T mark down, and I actually put one behind the ball as well too, about 3 feet back. And what that makes me remember is when I line up, I need to be in line of both targets, not just the one target. And it really has kind of helped me understand. Now, Stevie P, Tips from the Pro, in his first episode with us, we did talk a little bit alignment about being parallel, or how the two lines technically will actually come together the further your shots are going to be. So you're as much as your squares are important, it's that club face. And I think having the two targets has really, really helped me. So now when I'm on a let's say a par 3, which is huge, even more huge alignment when you're trying to hit a 150-yard shot straight than obviously the driver, because you can get away with a little more room for error. But so I try to pick out a divot mark or a piece of grass in front and behind the ball. So when I do get over the ball, I have 2 points of reference instead of just 1 point of reference of my line. So if I can kind of square my shoulders up and that club face up a little bit, and that it has kind of helped me out a little bit. I always get mad at myself. Oh man, I'm hitting this wedge. Wedge I should hit on line. I'm only hitting a 70-yard shot, should be on line, and I'm 10 yards to the right, and I end up looking down, and I'm like, yeah, it was my alignment. I actually hit a straight wedge,
right?
But I'm aimed just off of my line, and 10 yards from 70 yards out is a little bit further than just a little. But that's one quick thing that I would do. But pound golf balls.
Yeah,
you haven't had the chance. Hopefully that is coming. Hopefully you start getting those member bounces at Stoneleigh pretty time soon. But as we said, the match did end up kind of lopsided. It was a 6-5. I ended up winning it on the 14th hole. I think I just played steady golf for myself. And I didn't, because I actually looked back on the 2 holes that I got shots 3 holes I got shots on as well. I did not win them with my shot. I actually won them outright, even if I didn't have a shot, and you still had your shots. So I didn't think that took advantage. I think I told you going to the first tee, I told you in our intro, I was going to hit the ball, find the ball, and play it from there. And I was able to do that. I hit it just well enough to be in play. I putted just well enough to be around the cup. I did make 2 birdies, which is kind of pretty average right now, birdie and 1 on each side. If I get lucky, I can get to the 3 or 4 number. I do obviously know to get to the 60s, I'm probably going to have to put 4 or 5 up because I'm going to make bogeys. I just am. I mean, I don't, I was able to eliminate double bogeys, which was huge. So, I think I had 5 bogeys and 2 birdies overall. I mean, it's pretty solid, scoring wise, like I said. And you can vouch. I mean, I had even on 8, on 17 had a good birdie look. If I birdie 17, I think maybe I could birdie 18 there. It's a whole different demeanor going in. And then I'm cutting it back to a 73. But I missed the birdie putt on 17, hit a decent ball off the tee, got away with my layup, hit a decent wedge in there. It was just on the fringe on the backside and made a good roll at it, but 2-putted, walked in. A lot of stress-free bogeys.
Yeah.
So, which were pretty after my double chips because that was early in the round. But yeah, I mean, major number 1's in the books. I was able to take 1. Still got a lot to go. So we're about a month from major number 2. We'll have that all set up and get that information out to everybody. But let's talk about where we are. All right. It's the middle of April. When this comes out, it'll be right at the middle of April. And one thing we always talk about, taxes that are out there. Mine are filed and back, so I'm feeling good about that. Level of positivity. It's something that we've brought up on the show before. We try to take a scale out of 10 on where we sit right now in order to achieve our goals. Now, obviously, we've adjusted our goals year to year. As much as we adjust them, they pretty much are the same. I think we just reword them a little bit.
They're reworked a little bit more.
Yeah. So level of positivity, you can start.
I'm gonna start at a 7. I'm gonna start at a 7 right now. Just like I don't want to fall into the same pattern as I have in the past of changing something with my swing, but I'm changing something with my swing.
But you're not. I don't think you're changing something in your swing. I actually think you're just controlling your swing.
Right. I'm just trying to shorten it and control it more than get after it. And that's going to take some time. Obviously, I feel like it's more mental than physical. And I think that's sometimes where when I'm out on the course, sometimes like, I don't want 19 swing thoughts, but at the same time, I do need to kind of rehearse it on the range in order to the point where I don't even have to think about a swing thought. It's just natural. And it's just,
what is your swing thought?
80% right now.
80%. So if I told you, if you're telling me 80% and it's 160-yard hole, not much wind, what is your 80% shot?
8-iron.
So you hit your 8-iron how far?
165 to 70.
165 yards. So 10% of that is 16.5 yards. Another 10% to 20% is 32 yards. So if you hit your 8-iron 180 yards, 32 yards off of that is less than 150-yard 8-iron.
Yeah.
You didn't think of that. And I just asked you to hit it 160 yards. So you're 10 yards short already.
Yeah, but that's it. In my head, I'm actually hitting it the same distance. Like my clubs are still going the same distance. I just feel like I'm controlling them more.
So 80% is hard. When you do numbers, it's hard. I always think swing thoughts are hard.
I'm thinking, we talked about shoulder to shoulder. Tommy Fleetwood style.
Okay. So that's funny. You said the name because that's what mine is right now. So with my longer stuff, I'm Sean Welsh. Do you know who Sean Welsh is?
Okay.
Sean Welsh. My goal right now is to eliminate hinge.
Oh, okay.
Could you tell?
Wrist?
Yeah, wrist
or
hinge. Wrist hinge. Because I don't think there's any other hinge, but I'll just go wrist hinge.
I mean, you hinge at the hips in order to get in stance, but it's a hinge.
Sort of. I wouldn't call it a hinge, but I got you. Go ahead.
No, because I mean, you've always played that like knockdown type swing. Like
Well, that's
You got away from
forward,
it. You've
though,
gotten
but
away from
that's
it.
in front. That's in front. Your knockdown is more of your finish than anything. I'm trying to eliminate that hinge where I get here, where I get behind my head. That's
So
what
you're
I'm trying.
straight arm,
I'm trying
like
to
almost
eliminate.
straight arming it.
Yeah. Well, yes, my more right arm, straight arm, I guess, because your left arm's supposed to be somewhat straight as it is. And then my wedge plays. I think I told you this the other day. I'm thinking Cameron Young.
Okay.
So
like it.
very similar in their play, but I get too quick when I don't have like what I feel like is a hesitation. Now I know I'm not pausing. Trust me. If I ever pause, shoot me, because that's the hardest drill in the world. But I want to feel like I have a pause at the back, but really what I'm trying to do is stay extended, stay far away from my body, have that separation. So those are my two ones. But so I like that you said Tommy Fleetwood, because he is shoulder to shoulder on pretty much majority of his shots. Even he hits a lot of drivers like that too.
I kind of want to blend my last year's Ernie Els in with Tommy Fleetwood, just like smooth.
Well, then now you're 80%.
Looks
now you
effortless.
really are 80%.
Looks effortless, but it's also shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, but that is 80%. That would be more 80% your numbers as well too. So you'll find that, because you are taking a little bit off there. But for my level of positivity, I'm still sitting at a 7 as well too. I don't, as much as I want to get to that 60 number, and I think I'm there, I have to grind. I have not grinded. I am completely overwhelmed. I'm living on energy drinks and coffee right now, and I'm getting out to the golf course with my little ones, but I can't tell you I'm grinding. My little guy had a tournament this weekend. He was okay, did a lot of good things, did a lot of things he still has to improve on. So as much as I enjoy being on the golf course, it's not really my time to grind. It was more his this past week. This week I have what you could call a Swiss cheese opening, because one day off where we have nothing planned for the month of month of April. And I'm going to try to take advantage of that and get on the golf course. I can squeeze things in, even though we have things, but it's definitely not an opening. I'm going to stick with the 7, because I feel like if I could put it all together, it's there. I just don't know if I'm where I need to be to put it all together. Because I didn't drive it as well as I have been on Friday. I got away with some mishits. My nice stinger on 3.
Yeah.
I think I cut the grass, but I didn't touch the grass the whole way up the hill. 2 was the lucky one too. And then the backside, I don't really hit driver too much. So but truth talk, we talk about level positivity for ourselves. What is your level of, what would you put your level of me being able to reach my goals?
I think I got to put you at an 8. I'm a little bit more positive in your aspect, just because, one, you have all the tools in order to do it, as far as like, you have a great swing, and like, as much as you are rough on yourself and everything like that, like, I mean, you're a damn good golfer, and like, even your bad holes are pretty darn good when it looks to anybody else. Yeah. I mean, if you can get upset at yourself for shooting a 75, like, that means
upset.
that,
I was never upset.
I don't, no.
But
you can be like, I left some out there. You're always going to have that type stuff. But at the same time, like, if you can be like, that should have been a 72, or that should have been a 71. Like, you have all the tools that can make that happen. You just need to get on, a run and I don't know, maybe have a fireball or 2 in you in order to get it done. But like, I'm going to put you at an 8. I think like 69 is a darn lofty goal, and I love it for you. I don't think that, like, me right now, I'm thinking like, I said 3 rounds in the 70s. Like, I'm thinking like 79 is going to be okay. If I can possibly get there. But at the same time, like, I think that everybody knows that come, a little bit downtime of the sports season, come summertime, you're going to be on the range or on the course pretty much, a couple hours every day.
Yeah. So what's funny is I think I found my 69. Prince William is a par 70.
Oh,
So if I get to the nitty gritty at the end of the year, I might be a part-time member there.
we could possibly play a practice round there in May.
Yeah. So I
Could
did
just go
notice
about the
that
course.
because they moved two of my little guy's tees to par fives for him. So they played some shorter par. So he got to play par 72. And I'm like, this is weird. I don't remember it. And even he was like, Dad, when we scouted it, these were par fours and they moved them for par five. So I was like, oh, that might be something to think about there at the end of the
And it's
year.
actually, they actually do a pretty good job, like keeping that course up throughout the summer.
Greens are pretty undulated. They're big, but they're undulated.
Shorts have played there.
A lot of front to back there, but very, very gettable. Pretty open, very gettable.
Some long par threes, I will say. Some long par threes from RTs.
Yeah, he had a driver.
I know 10 is, I think it's 10. I think 10's like
10's a 4, 11's the par 3 back over.
Okay, yeah. 11's like a 200-yard shot.
Yeah. If you play back, which I don't remember what their scorecard was because obviously I'm looking for his numbers, but all right. So for you, I have two numbers. If things happen the way you want them to happen, I have you at a 7 as well to getting to where you need to be. Easily could be an 8, but they have to happen, meaning, and you know what I mean, it has to happen.
Oh, yeah.
If it doesn't happen, and you may hate me for this, I have you at a 3 because I think we're going to be in the same. If it doesn't happen, we may be in the same or worse situation than you were in last year as far as the amount of times you play.
It's true. That I still got all my free rounds at South Riding, Pleasant Valley, and all that.
But South Riding's an hour and 15 minutes away now in the summer.
Yeah. Not during the day.
In the summer, it'd be an hour, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just.
And I got 3 buddies that joined there as well. So
there you go.
They're going to be wanting to use theirs too.
Afternoon school.
And we got to talk to Shorzy to get out on Trump.
Right. I love to do it now. Right. I love to do it.
He played today.
April 21st would be really cool. Because the stands are up for the lid.
Yeah. And he did play there today, and he said the stands are up. So
yeah. Well, his stands are to keep his ball in play. I wanted to see what it looks like from a pro, but yeah. So those would be mine. Again, like I said, you could easily be 7 or 8. I'll be honest, that's a coin flip for me. If you play, but right now it's the same thing. Probably a little worse just because I know you're transitioning homes and all that stuff, which does make it tough, and I get all that. But if it doesn't happen, then I feel like we're going to have the same conversation. Yeah. And you may win some majors just because you're going to be getting more shots.
Yeah, the goal is to not go up.
I know what the goals are. I know what the goals are. The goal is to play straight up like we were playing 5 years ago.
That was the stupidest decision of my life.
It really wasn't, though. I was playing 5 times a year. I was playing golf 5 times a year.
Yeah, but you're much better golfer than I was.
115 pounds heavier. 100 pounds heavier.
Yeah, and I don't know. You still hit the ball, Mile.
I wonder how far I actually hit it now. I definitely don't think I hit it as far.
I haven't heard a grunt in a long time. So
yeah, I got to keep the back in check. A lot more injuries going on nowadays. So that's kind of where we stand. We do have, like I said, we're going to a month away from major number 2. We do have some exciting things coming up.
Hey guys, Brad from Fairway Fit Golf here. Enjoying the warm temps out here on the golf course where I love to be. Got my Fairway Fit golf gear on. Trying to look good, trying to feel good, trying to play good. All winter, sat around, didn't get better. I have nowhere to go. Well, now I do. Back 9 of Leesburg is opening soon. It's the elite indoor golf simulator facility. It's for the people that are trying to get better. Go ahead and check them out. They're signing up for their founders memberships right now. Be one of the first to join their elite golf community. We all need to try to look good, feel good, and play good. Hey, did you find my ball?
Obviously, we're going to play some golf. We're squeezing it into our schedules as much as we can. We are trying to put our first 2v2 match together, and we'll be able to talk about that if it's solidified. We have the opponents. We're just trying to knock it down. We have, I guess, more or less the challengers. They've challenged us to a match, but we're just trying to hash out the details to make sure all 4 of us can meet up and match up. But a couple questions I have for you, Greg, from the Masters, because by far one of my favorite tournaments. I think if you asked us both, it's probably our number one bucket list, if not
Yes.
top two bucket list courses to play or go to. I'll be honest with you, just going. I
just want to step foot on grounds.
I told somebody the other day, all the reels, it says, would you hit your wife for Masters tickets, and they're hiding behind the door as the door gently creeps open. Or I also told my wife, I was like, hey, listen, if I do get in, I'm going to take a loan out and I'm going to do it right. I mean, it's going to set us back, and but we're going to figure it out.
It's actually, so I saw a post today saying that, like, basically, if you get like a Saturday, Sunday ticket, it's only like a couple $100, but then the secondary price is
I
think it's
third party. You would say third party market,
right?
That is the ones that are a couple grand.
Because like $125 for a Monday, Tuesday practice round.
Yeah, I think you're right on. I think it's like 125 Monday, Tuesday. It's a little more Wednesday because
of the par 3 challenge.
Then a little more Thursday, Friday, and then obviously a little bit more Saturday.
I think it's like $575 for like a weekend weekend ticket, like Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that's expensive.
And
I'm not going to bat an eye about it.
Interest only credit card for 24 months might be opening. I don't know.
Give me that.
I will try to do it. So, but question for the Masters. Now, we had this question last year. We've talked about it a little bit, but I want you to think about where you are right now, how you've been doing things.
I know exactly what this question is, and there's no chance that I could, because I answered it completely wrong last year. I said yes, and it's a no this year.
If you got to start every hole for 4 rounds,
I knew this would.
Actually, so I'll change it. For the first 2 rounds, if you got to start every hole on the furthest point away from the flag, but on the green, could you make the cut?
No. I 4-putted like 6 times at Stoneleigh.
I'll be honest with you, Greg. You said
punched
yes last
greens.
year. You said
I know.
yes,
that's why.
Last year,
as soon as you said
no.
you were going, as soon as you said that you were going to ask me a question, I was like, I know exactly what question this is. And it's the one I said yes on last year, and it's an absolute no this year.
But you said yes last year, and I said no. I still don't think I could even. I mean, I just don't know. And I'm talking about you're walking in there and starting now. You're not practicing. You're walking in there.
Oh yeah. Zippy chance.
No chance.
Zippy chance.
I mean, they said how hard it was playing.
I think last year you worded it, if I started.
How many shots would you need? How many leads?
No.
How big would your lead be?
Yes. Or if I started on the green, like tied with the leader, if I started every hole on the green, would I be able to win the Masters?
Yeah.
But still, now if you worded it that exact same way, I'd say no.
I'm saying no to myself. I don't think I could. Because they're saying a 10 handicap would not even finish every hole as hard as the greens were playing. Like, you would get so frustrated, or you just would not finish the hole. You would just pick up and move to the next.
Sergio Garcia, my putter.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty embarrassing. Then the other one was, and it was posed by our friend, Anthony, big friend of the show, captain of our Fairway Fit Cup. Me, you, him, and I think he said Matt, who also joined us for the Fairway Fit Cup. If the 4 of us played a scramble there, could we make the cut?
Could we make the cut? Yes. But didn't he ask if we could win?
I thought he said make the cut. We'll make the cut.
Oh wait.
We gotta make in order to win, you gotta make the cut. So we'll just say the cut, because it's more fun to say the cut. I think the cut was 5 over. Do you think we could
5 over?
Do you think we could do it?
For 2 rounds.
I know.
I'd love to say 1, yes, but 2, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
I think through two rounds, we're not gonna put up negative numbers. We might get to.
Well, it's +5. The cut was +5.
I know, but there's gonna be some big numbers on that thing.
I just don't see us making birdies.
I don't think we would actually be able to finish anywhere near par ever.
I guess some of the par fives we could try to make. You'd have to dirty par fives, and you'd have to hang on in par threes. Like the amount of bogeys we would make on par threes, because unless somebody got lucky and hit it to 30 feet, and then again we got to 2-putt that 30-footer.
Yeah, and 3 of us are rolling it way by.
I think we're all rolling it way by. I think we're all rolling it way by. Or short.
One person's leaving it halfway there. The other person's rolling it 3/4 of the way by.
And then the third person's like, "What was your line?" I don't know what my line was.
I just hit it up there, Race Creek. But yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah. I don't, tell you the truth. Like, I don't know if you, Brian F., Stevie P, and Dave could break par on that as a scramble.
That's a heck of a question. And if they're listening, which I know they do a lot of times, I would like to hear their answer on that.
I think it would be tough for you guys to shoot negative numbers there.
I mean, we shot in a shamble, and so that's hard to tell because there's sometimes 2 scores count, sometimes 3 scores count. But I mean, we do that, and we're still shooting 12, 13 under in that with multiple scores counting. I don't know. That's a great one. I'm going to have to say we'd be in the 70s.
Somebody sponsor
down
this.
To it. Are we going to make that
this.
6-footer? Are we going to make that 6-footer for a birdie or a par? I honestly don't know.
Some way, somehow, somebody sponsor us and make this happen.
Oh, make this happen.
I will go watch. I'll caddy you guys, but really, all I'm going to be is in a car.
Do you think they wear the caddy outfit?
I'd wear the
every
caddy
year,
outfit,
but do you think they wear it all year long?
The caddies?
Yeah, like, is that a staple or is that just for the Masters tournament?
No, I think they wear it all day long. I think so. I think it's a staple. I'll throw that on and I'll put all 4 names on the back. And then, but really, I'm just going to go in a cart with a cooler full of beer and
they don't have
golf
carts there. They don't have golf carts.
Okay, well then I will just have a bag attached to one of those little things
backpack.
that follows me around. No, like one of the carts that follows me around. And then that is just literally, I have no clubs.
Do you think they allow
beer, and I'm going to sit there and watch you guys.
Do they allow scooters? Do you think they allow scooters at Augusta or like
absolutely?
The
surfboard. Can you imagine the surfboard going down there?
That'd be hilarious. Well, speaking
I don't know
of
if
sponsors,
there's ever going to be carts there. There's definitely not going to be a cart for Tiger there ever.
No. Speaking of sponsors, before we wrap up our show, I want to give another shout out to Back 9 at Leesburg. If you're looking for a spot, you can play anytime. Get real feedback on your real feedback on your swing, and seriously, just enjoy golf with some great full swing simulators, a putt view green, 24/7 access. Back 9 at Leesburg is the place to be. They are accepting founding memberships right now. Check them out at theback9.com/Leesburg-Virginia, or again, check them out on Instagram at B9Golf Leesburg. Also check out our website at Fairway Fit Golf. The Masters collection is still live. Got some awesome logos, awesome gear in there. We got a 20% off going right now. Make sure to check us out.
Plus we got tons of year-round stuff.
Yeah. Our collection line, our heritage line is out there right now. So please check us out. Share, tell everyone about us. Check us out on all our social medias. But Greg, this is kind of the wrap up to the Masters week. Major number 1, not only for the pros, but for us too. My pick of Scotty made a heck of a run on the weekend, but did not get it done. Rom did make the cut, but I don't really even know where he finished.
You don't have a streak going yet.
No, I do. But where'd Rom finish?
Rom didn't make the cut.
Yeah, he did. +4 made the cut. I thought he was +4.
Was he? I thought he was +5. Okay, I thought he missed the cut. Tell you the truth, I think Rom missed the cut.
Okay, well, that's something we'll check out. My guy made a run, 11 under on the weekend, but still lost.
Yeah. I should have just gone like I should have said Rory.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard not to say him next year. I mean, the amount of practice he's putting in. The amount of practice he's
Yeah.
putting in. He said he played there every day for 3 weeks. I mean, come on. He took the private jet up there. He landed. He played. Took the private jet home. He was back by dinner.
To Ireland?
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know.
I don't know how
I
fast
know.
they go.
I know.
But anyway, guys, great time. Make sure to listen, like, follow, subscribe. Check us out, fairwayfitgolf.com. But until next time, we'll talk to you then.